All right, well, here we are again. Same time as last year. We're going to make some deer jerky. I still don't have a meat slicer, so we're going to use the electric knife and the standard knife for some of the pieces. This is just a little bit too big for. So without further ado, I'm cutting up partially frozen deer meat. This is what we call the roast portion of the deer. And it's just as simple as that for this part. As you can see, I got my work cut out for me. I don't know how many pounds it is. I'll let you know when I actually have it weighed up, but I imagine it's going to be 9, 10, maybe even 11 pounds of meat I got to cut up. It's probably going to take me a few hours. All right, so you seen me cut the meat up. I'm putting it in these Ziploc bags. It's about 2 pounds per bag, and the recipe is going to call for 2 pounds. And like I said, I'll put the recipe and all the ingredients I'm using, but it's the same stuff from last year, so nothing different, nothing crazy, just bringing you along for the ride. Here we have the same ingredients we normally use. I'll have the link down below, probably a link to a link, but this is all your standard powders and liquids. Yeah, it's a very messy way to do it, but I just kind of put everything on plates and then trying to get it into the teaspoons, into the cup, and then liquids into the measuring cup, and then into each bag as I go and mix them. All right, so we've added all our ingredients to the bag, right? Well, the only thing left to do is get your hand in there and work it good until you think that every piece of meat in that bag is covered, because we're essentially curing it with all the soy sauce and Worcestershire, all the salt, all the stuff that contains salt is going to cure that for us. I'm going to skip the part where I roll it flat. I've kind of skipped that part the last couple times now, and it doesn't seem to matter too much. So that's it for this part. Alright, I'm going to put these in the cooler for a day, cover them with some ice, and let them marinate. Let them cure. The longer the better, but at least 24 hours. Kind of what I've been doing. That's not really gospel, but it's more or less what I do. Hold on, my cameraman tonight's been tables and chairs. Ugh. They're overpaid if you ask me. Just enough to cover it. Just enough to cover it. That's not all gonna fit in my fridge. The reason why I'm doing it in the cooler. Make sure it's all covered. And what the heck? I'll let you put the bag in there that's extra. All right. Now that it's had a day to cure and marinate, it's took on that brown color you see before you. Now we're going to load up our trays for our 2 dehydrators, and I imagine this is going to be 4 or 5 runs, even though I have 2 of them, at about 3 to 4 hours a piece. Let's load the trays. Trays are loaded. This is round 1. Give it about 3 hours. Alright, we're on round 2. First batch looks pretty good. I've eaten quite a bit of it already. Run number 3. 4th run, day 2. Last round. All right. This part is just something I do about every hour or 2 during the run. Flip the trays and go top or bottom to top, top to bottom, whatever order that is. And I guess maybe it's like a circulation thing. I don't know that you necessarily have to do this part, but I don't think it's hurting nothing, so I do. In my mind, I'm helping it circulate, I guess. And I'm getting about 2.5 pounds into both dehydrators, and they're running 4 hours. So this is the 4th one, like I already said. And that's out of 10 pounds total, somewhere around that ballpark. All right, we're done. I mean, there's more than just that, but that's what I have that's dried out, and I've been sticking it in that popcorn bowl to dry it out before I just throwing everything in the bag and putting a bunch of moisture in the bag. But this is the end result. It's very good. I happen to think that the last batch that I made got a little more flavor because it's been marinating and curing longer. But I have to say, I like this batch even more than last year. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one. And again, all the ingredients are in the description below.